This week on
Gay Matinee.
Tree of Life.
It's all free.
Gay Matinee, where we go to the free movies on Tuesday and we come here and dish about it based on what we think.
Hell yeah. Tree of Life is a story about a successful man and how he looks back at simpler times of his childhood and reminisces about his brother whom he's lost at an early age.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how was the movie? I give it a 6 because I felt that the narrative wasn't strong enough and the juxtaposition of the Nova-inspired footage detracted from the overall storyline. It was too pretentious for me to actually enjoy and see beyond the cerebral.
For me, it gets a 10 for beauty and artsiness and thinking outside the envelope, and like a 4 for clarity and coherence and just sheer length. So I guess it averages out to, I don't know, like a 7.
Very low 7. It's quite the thinker. It made me think so hard that I think I fell asleep.
Way too much thinking. I never thought so much in my whole life.
In your opinion, was the plot effective? Did it draw in the viewer? The plot was very up and down. One minute you think you're watching a drama, or the next minute you're watching a documentary, and then like Nova comes on the screen again.
Very interesting the way the plot was told almost in pieces. First it was a very sweet, nostalgic, sugar-coated view of a childhood and simpler times of the past. Then they took sort of a closer look at the negative force the father was perhaps in the family, and he was sort of the odd man out that they all resented. And then when the father goes away on a business trip, they take more look at the older brother and how he perhaps has a very not nice side to him as well.
I have no idea what the hell is going on in this movie.
Oddly enough, is when the parents have a little argument after dinner, because I think in a lot of ways it told the whole story of that family in that one scene.
My favorite moment in the film was actually when it ended. In the film, or was there something about it that you did not like? I'd hate to bring up those scenes again, but I felt that those Nova nature versus nurture inspired scenes that separated the main arcs of the storyline was overused. It was a bit too film student pretentious, found footage nonsense.
Even within that, the one moment that definitely was just too over the top for me was when the one dinosaur kind of shows his dominance over the weaker, smaller dinosaur. And is he trying to say that that's part of nature and part of life, and why, you know, in the family certain people were dominating other families? I didn't like it.
Yeah. In terms of who sucked and who didn't, although Brad Pitt has received a lot of critical acclaim for his performance, I felt that he did well. He was good. He's a good actor. He did well. The kids did well. The wife did well. Sean Penn, you know, he can, you know, sweat on his brow and it would be like, you know, Oscar worthy. But all in all, I felt that the acting was good but not great.
I thought the acting was very good just because it was very understated, and they really, like, nobody hammed it up and, like, overacted. And I also think it was good because I have the sense it was, like, one of those films that were difficult to make because there was really, like, no plot, and half the time you had no idea what the hell was going on.
If you could change one thing about the movie, what would it be? Delete those Nova scenes for the DVD. Bonus footage.
I just think, you know, sometimes you gotta toss dumb people a bone and just make it slightly more obvious which of the three brothers is the one that died, so you don't spend half the film trying to figure out, like, wait, which is the one that's dead? Which is the one that grows up? Which is the one that's, like, whatever?
And now it's time for our weekly segment. Did it make Robert cry?
It tried to, but it didn't. It's all free!
Gay Matinee.
Hell yeah!